This computer terminal provides full access to the LCAR's computer net.
Here we go, Death Valley Adventure.
All the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. I went for a walk on a winter's day. Yeah, I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. California, dreaming, such a winter's day. Stopped into a church I passed along the way. Well, I got down on my knees as I began to pray. You know the preacher likes it cold. He knows I'm gonna stay. Oh, California, dreaming on such a winter's day. On such a winter's day. Such a winter's day.
In February of 2022, I had the opportunity to partake in an adventure ride in Death Valley. Not knowing what to expect as I had never been on an ADV ride before, I was blown away by the scenery and turned out to be one of the greatest adventures of my life. The ADV posse consisted of Gary, the owner of GPX, Scott, my bud Chad, and my new friend Mike, aka Toad Moto from YouTube. Gary and Scott were riding KTM ADV bikes, Chad had his OG GPX FSE 250R Wuhan Wendy, and Mike was riding a GPX FSE 450R. And I had the pleasure of riding a Husqvarna 701 Enduro, kindly lent to me by Mr. Gary. We unloaded in Beatty, Nevada, and the destination was Saline Valley Warm Springs. This is day one of my Death Valley adventure ride. Engage.
Here we go, Death Valley Adventure.
First stop was an old ghost town called Rhyolite, right outside of Beatty, Nevada. As with most of the ghost towns near Death Valley, they are all old mining towns, but it was really neat to see the old dilapidated buildings and just kind of imagining what it was like when it was bustling and full of people and active. It would have been really neat to see back in the day. Right off the bat, my first impression was like, wow, this is so desolate. So we were on our way on this trail here, and poor Scott got a flat tire pretty much right off the bat.
First flat, Death Valley. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that view. Here comes the cavalry there, Mr. Gary, Chad. Alright, we got our second flat of the day. And apparently there was a nail in the tube. Shake that thing out real good. Yeah, we got. All right, we got to put some spam jelly in there. 9 inch nails. Chad is repairing a tube. Mr. Mike Toad Moto.
And continuing on this trail, poor Scott got his second flat tire. Poor guy. So we started to get the kinks out of the ride right away, pretty much. We were running out of tubes though, so this one had to hold. But Scott had when he changed it the first time, he apparently still had the nail inside of the tire. So that took a chunk of time out of our trip right away, but we banded together and fixed it, and we were on our way. Ironically, though, this was a wrong turn, so if we had not turned on this trail, we probably wouldn't have gotten those 2 flat tires. See here, I'm riding a Husqvarna 701 Enduro. This actually was a really good bike for this trip, I gotta say.
Oh yeah,
very much handled like a little bit heavier dirt bike.
Look at that.
It had very good road manners, and I was very pleasantly surprised with this. It just took a little bit of getting used to, because I was fully loaded down with luggage and all my food and sleeping stuff and everything, so it was a little different riding with that weight, as I never have ridden a bike with that much stuff on it before, but it took a little getting used to. The only thing kept me from going a little faster was the front tire was a little washy sometimes, and the loose stone, so I definitely was a little timid at first with this bike, but definitely is a great bike for this ride, I thought.
Why you like adventure riding. I can see why you like adventure riding.
That's fun, huh?
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Oh my gosh. Wow.
This scene right here is probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. It was that beautiful. The video footage does not do it justice. It was just so gorgeous to look at. I had to stop and just take it all in for a second. And but just riding these switchbacks down into the valley was really fun, and it was just really fun to take in this view the whole way down. It was just an amazing thing. Just made me so thankful just to be on this ride.
Drop right there, that's a drop.
This is awesome. Kind of want to get a picture of that. So up ahead is the old ghost town of Leadfield, another mining town. We don't really stop there or anything, but it is at the doorway to Titus Canyon coming up here straight ahead. And let me tell you, you're in for a treat. What a cool ride. And you'll see in a second. Friggity roll! Autobots, roll out! This place called Titus Canyon was one of the neatest places I've ever ridden a motorcycle, and I would totally recommend it. It just blew my mind how awesome and beautiful this was. And I'm just really excited. You'll hear my reactions all the time saying, oh my gosh, just because I just can't believe I'm here and riding in this place. You know, I'm from East Coast, so I'm Western New York. So we don't have stuff like this, you know, so it's completely different. So coming out west and just taking this all in, it's just what a truly great experience it is. And I'm not going to ruin any further, so here we go. Here's the canyon. coming to the end of Titus Canyon, and boom, Death Valley. Of course, the extremely large sun there just totally gives it away here. I mean, it's just vast nothingness. That's the only way I can describe it. Oh! Wow! And we took a nice left out of Titus Canyon, headed for Stovepipe Wells at a gas stop, which we definitely need the gas. And it's quite a bit out of the way to get the gas, but as in Death Valley, there are not many things out there, so you have to get gas whenever you see it, because you're gonna need it. So, and this drive through this vast wasteland here is just incredible. It's kind of one of my bucket list items, just to be able to road like this and with nothing out there. Really cool, just really really neat. And as you can see, the sun is getting real low and running out of daylight real fast. Alright, just get some fuel at Stovepipe Wells in Death Valley. Wild little town here. They even have a saloon. There's the boys. Mike, Mr. Toad Moto ran out of gas like a mile up there. So we got him going, and we're off to more adventures. Still got a lot more riding tonight. So Mike, aka Toad Moto, is riding the FSE 450R. He actually ran out of gas like a mile or two before Stovepipe Wells, so we were wondering where he was, so we had to go back and get him, and then we got him gas, and definitely realizing the range of that bike. I mean, it's a dirt bike, so it really wasn't meant for this, but it actually was doing it quite well. Well, the sun is set by now, and we're running out of daylight real fast here, but it was quite a surreal experience riding this, watching the sunset over the mountains and just see the mountains the way they are at dusk, and it was just so beautiful, and you're gonna see just the beauty of the moon over the mountains and everything like that, so it was really cool. Darkness, and I'm realizing just how lousy the headlight is on the 701 Enduro. It is just the worst headlight ever. But we have so much more ground to cover. I didn't record a ton of video at night, but I just turned the GoPro on every now and then. But man, we had a long haul to get to the Springs, and it was quite an ordeal, because there's like wild donkeys called burros out there, and you can't see anything, so it was quite an experience. And then you're going down cliff sides off-road, and it was just pretty surreal. So but I was definitely nervous, because the environment is unknown to me, and all these variables you can't control, and it was just hours and hours at night trying to make up this. We had to get there, because that's where we were camping. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
Kettle Junction. Yay, off-road in the middle of the night.
It took forever to get to Tea Kettle Junction, and then Gary's like, oh yeah, we got a lot more to go. So we really did have a lot more to go. But yeah, as far as the cliff sides go, that was real hairy sometimes at night, you know. And then Mike's bike, it could smell radiator fluid at one point, so he was either overheating or something was wrong there, and you'll find out in the next video what happened. But it definitely was a major issue down the road. But yeah, I mean, we're coming up towards the end here. We're gonna get to Saline Springs here, and then the interesting part is there's these hot springs there, and there's hot tubs, and people can go in there and swim in there, and then it's 104 degrees. It's awesome. I know Gary and Scott went in. I didn't go in. I should have gone in, but I just wanted. I was so cold and tired. I just wanted to get in my tent. So yeah, but it was an interesting ride getting there for sure.
Well, riding insane cliff sides at night is certainly an experience. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is a new one for the books for Alcott's ADV. That is for sure. Those were some insane cliff sides. Got Mr. Toad Moto behind me. He's riding awesome. He's got the GPX 450. Oh, what's down there? What's up? What's up?
My bike is smoking really bad.
Like radiator?
I think so.
You might be over.
It's coming from my boot, but I think it's more than that.
You might be overheating. I smell the radiator fluid, so you're probably overheating. So what I would do is try to coast downhill a little bit.
Yeah, I'll do that neutral.
Just try to coast down a little bit.
Okay. I thought it was from my boot.
No, I smell radiator fluid.
Well, we're coming up to the end. I had not recorded much night video, but we did reach Saline Springs, and unfortunately it's an unclimactic end to the video because it's nighttime. You can't see it, but you will see it in the next video, and it will be well worth it. It was a really cool spot, and it was quite an adventure getting there, and you know, very memorable indeed. We all had a great time, but we were all just beat when we got there, and I was just cold and tired. Set up my tent, and I did sleep well that night for sure, but it was cold for sure. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for the unclimactic end, but look for the next video, which is day 2, and it'll be well worth it. Thanks for watching as always, and remember, live long and ride.
He's overheating a little bit, I think. I can smell radiator fluid.
Oh, really?
I told him to coast it down the hill.
Huh.
That way I could definitely smell it.
Hope it didn't blow a hose or something.